Pumps Garage Gym jacked? I'd be stunned if you're not sold out in a day. Dude, this thing is sick, man. Honestly, I almost had tears. I think this is my favorite color. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, I might have to put a couple of my racks on top of the roof. When you're pulling 400 pounds, how many reps we getting? At least 20, right? When you talk about versatility, listen, we have plenty of that here. All right, bro. You want to hold this? I want to see if I can try it. Yeah, feeling pretty good. Push. Bro, what's this thing weigh? Like freaking 20 pounds? Hey, we can't skip leg day with this. Stay tuned for some fun content.
I feel like it's been less.
See what you got. All right, baby. We are back at Home Gym Con. This time, it's in a different location. Actually, a city that I actually really enjoy is Louisville, Kentucky. So compared to last year at French Lick, you guys are gonna see the vendors, over 121 vendors, a lot of new pieces, a lot of companies that are starting out that are here. So in both these vlogs, I'm gonna post the next couple weeks. We're gonna cover a lot of different companies, do interviews, test things out, and you guys will have to let me know in the comments, you know, what piece you like, what brand you're interested in, just to have that conversation. But this could be a lot of fun, and I'm gonna take you guys on for the ride. Let's get it. All right, the highly anticipated, I was really looking forward to this. We got Dial Motion. We have their new leg developed piece here. My guy over here is gonna talk about it and then show it on the bench and just kind of show how it works in action. So you wanna talk about what we got here?
All right, so a really important aspect with a bench-mounted leg developer, we wanted it to be really compact and storable. So here it takes just over a foot, and you can just pull this off. So we just have this very minimal attachment that can be mounted to a wall. You just have to find a stud or a rack if you have space. And then
dude, this thing is sick, man. If you guys know, everyone in the home gym community knows that this is going to be the biggest buzz of the home gym community. We love compactness, versatility. Dude, this thing is freaking sweet. All right, so I guess like the engineering wise, you want to talk about, come over here, talk about like what you guys did, the design, and kind of go from there.
Sure, so we wanted it to be easy to set up, easy to store. So we wanted cable management. So we use our retractor. It's a smaller, more compact version, and that's built into the design. And then we wanted consistent force curve. So we have a cam built in here. And then we wanted actually with the community's input after our first little prototype rendering, everyone wanted a seated leg curl. So we integrated that into this, so yeah.
I mean, honestly, this is the first of its kind I've ever seen. I mean, as someone the only one I've tested, I know Body Salad had the integrated cable version, but with this, the design, the innovation engineering, if you guys do not know, check out my Dial Motion video I did with the Sidewinder. It's freaking, your guys' stuff is buttery smooth, man. And I definitely, you want to do is you want to hook this up. I want to see you test this bad boy out. So maybe just show how you set it up, and then just kind of the range of motion. And I think something too you guys should know is we were talking about compatibility with benches work.
Yep.
So
another thing, we use these handles. They're very balanced for when you're moving it, but they can also just pivot around.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
So then you can use it when you're doing a leg extension, or just when you're getting on and off, etc.
Pretty sweet. So like now with something like this too, so this can obviously attach to your stack. So if you have a 220-pound stack, it can take the whole entire stack.
Yep.
Is there like a certain amount of weight like it could take, or do you guys test that? No.
So we have more testing to do. It's just a prototype so far. Depending, like this floor is very slick. We have stall mats at home.
Yeah.
So if you're pretty light and you're really strong, then the bench can slide if you go too heavy.
That makes sense.
But we're gonna mess around with some different type of rubber feet to add more friction, and I have a feeling it should not be a problem.
Nah, dude, that should be. So you only got 45 here. You want to hold this? I want to see if I can try it.
Yeah.
All right, so you got, it's the 45, so it's connected over here. All right, first of its kind. All right, we're gonna go slow here. Oh my God. I feel so weak. Dude, this feels so good. Oh my God. I'm so used to like just the plate loaded design. So obviously you're going up and it just swings you all the way back.
Yeah.
Constant tension throughout the movement, which is huge because a lot of people, that's what they want, the resistance profile and obviously the design here, dude. We were talking too, so after Home Gym Con, what's your guys' ideas or timelines?
We're hoping to have a pre-order available end of the year. But,
so
yeah.
Stay tuned for that. I mean, you guys got to be freaking stoked, man. This is,
Yep.
How long does it take you guys to come up with this idea and come out with this?
It's been a blur. I feel like it's been less than 6 months.
Right?
It's been, we've been making these prototypes in-house, so it's been very quick and quick changes, a lot of changes, and yeah.
Dude, listen. So you guys heard the man, the end of the year, be on the lookout for this. I honestly do think this is going to change the game for the home gym, space-saving, versatile, and obviously I'm pretty freaking weak, but dude, pretty freaking smooth. I appreciate you, brother. All right, y'all. Really excited to finally meet my guy Mike in person. We are here with Anchor, and what you see right here, is this a battleship? Is this a tank? I don't know, but this thing's a freaking beast. So I'm gonna let you do a little bit of talking, talk about what this is ANCORE X, and maybe just break down the new product and just go from there.
So this is the ANCORE X, and a lot of feedback that we got was more resistance, more durability, more cable length. If you've seen our product, you've seen the plates. Plates are now internal. It's a buttery smooth resistance. It's somehow even smoother than the ANCORE Pro, which was already super smooth. And then if you feel that right there, it's an aluminum metal chassis.
Wow.
It's super nice. And then to change the resistance, all you're doing is turning that guy right there. So our engineering team started 100% from scratch. They said, we want to find the best resistance mechanism. We want to find the longest lasting resistance mechanism. And we want to build something that is going to really be amazing, and this is what they came up with right here.
Well, what I like too about this too is you can tell this is a durable piece. This has got 80 pounds resistance, right? 80 pounds resistance, and can you really just real quick show how easy you can get this on and off?
Yeah, so super easy. All you're gonna do, pull the latch, it's off, slide it back on.
See, like what, Mike, I'm not a mathematician. How long do you think that took you?
Less than 5 seconds.
Less than 5 seconds. I mean, pretty seamless, right?
Yep.
And I think what's actually cool too is I like that the rack, it's on the rack mount and go up and down. Can you show how easily it rolls up and down? So,
slide it up, slide it down, and then here's the best part. Sometimes you're working out, you get sweaty, hand slips, dude, stops right there. Easy.
Boom, that easy. It's funny, I actually like that because I watched the video, I don't know if you might have saw this on Instagram. This girl was, she was using like the pop pin adjustment and she forgot to latch it on. It literally just flew down and about, her shin was almost cracked in half.
We subscribe to the motto, Paul Blart, safety never takes a holiday. And so we want to build the safest exercise equipment on the planet. And this thing right here accomplishes that for us.
100%. I guess my first question is too, so obviously like for the home gym, how do you think something like this, people are looking at this new product, what features stands out the most to you, and why do you think someone in the home gym would like to have this?
It's a great question. So I think it's twofold. First of all, durability. If you're going to be investing in something in your home gym, you want it to work forever. You want to be able to use that investment and make money on it over, tens of years. And this product right here is super durable. You have the metal chassis, the resistance mechanism inside. We test it and retest it. So it's a durable piece of equipment. I would say the resistance, 80 pounds of max resistance. It's like using an 80-pound dumbbell or an 80-pound kettlebell. So it's got some beef to it. And then other than that, it's not going to take up any space. So you're able to get all of the benefits of cable training, all of the benefits of training like an athlete. These are the same products that are used in the NHL, the PGA, Major League Baseball, the NFL, 10,000 gyms, 60 plus countries. Like, it's everywhere. And so this is one of those things where it's like, you know what, this is the next evolution of it. And for a home gym, it's a great piece.
Well, I think that too, like a home gym, a lot of the times it's single-use people too. Like, in the fact that he's saying that all those organizations, professional athletes are using this, and you got hundreds of people use this all the time.
Yep.
You know right away the durability. I think a lot of people, a good question about ANCORE too, I think the home gym is always about, is it versatile, is it durable? Even just your first product, you got to think about like a large part of your audience is professional athletes using that. So, ANCORE always, and we've been talking for I think 3 months, and they are good companies, small business, creating products that are going to last. And I think the home gym, I love that we're trying new things, innovating, and I love, dude, I got to say it. you guys can see this. This thing, dude, this thing blows me away. It is. All right, my boy Mike showing the freaking beefiness of this. See what you got. That is not acting. My boy's struggling over here. And that shows, dude, is it 80 pounds? Hang on, I'll hold this for you. Let me see.
You give it a rip. Give it a rip. I'm going to hold this rack right here.
Am I jacked?
I think you are jacked. I think you are jacked. This just in. Luke is jacked.
Is Luke's garage gym jacked? Stay tuned to find out. Dude, I mean, look, I'll be honest, real reps, this guy's freaking ripped. He's jacked too. Honestly, real reps, I probably would have only gotten 2. I think I'm just showing off at this point.
I love it. You got the adrenaline going.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So what Mike's going to show is taking this off. I really like the fact that you can put this on a different part of your rack. I think, like, we talk about versatility of pieces. It's nice to be able to take this off, put it on a different part of your rack. So let's say your fiance wants to bench on the front of the rack, and you're like, I want to go do cable work. You take it off here, and he's going to show him putting it right down here, and then, you can use all of the racks. So
It's super easy. So you're doing your rows here, let's say. I got our multi-strap here, but you're like, now I want to hit some curls. Who doesn't want to hit curls? Come on now.
curls all day, baby.
Curls all day. All you're going to do is take that guy. Slide that right there. There
Money,
we go.
baby. Money.
And then, now you've got your curls.
Oh, hey, can you show me a little bit of a tricep extension there, sir? We need to see those triceps in action. You try it. Can you get it over your head? That's a lot, dude. It's funny, actually. I just used the Anchor yesterday. Actually, I posted on my story of actually putting it on the very bottom, grabbing like your ergonomic rope, and doing extensions. But I guess to kind of wrap it up too. So this is ANCORE X.
Yep.
When do you guys think this is coming out? And what are some things that people in the home gym should know?
So it's going to be out in the fall. So follow our socials, join our email, look wherever. That's going to be the first place to know. And I would say the number one thing that I would tell people to know is we've put a lot of time, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into building this thing. You know what? We started this journey on it, a couple years ago, maybe a little bit more than that. And so we've really done our best to test everything, make sure it's the best materials, the best experience, the best everything across the board. And then we're going to hand assemble all these in Salem, Massachusetts. So you're getting something where you can go right into our workshop, you can go right to our HQ, you can walk through the showroom, you can see the production floor, and you can see people hand assembling these guys. So this is really done with a lot of love for the home gym community, for the fitness community as a whole. We're super fired up about it. We can't wait.
Listen, you guys stay tuned for that. Again, kind of wrap this up. I'm very proud to have Anchor on the channel for multiple reasons. Number one, just good people, good brand, the small business, and they're creating products that not only are durable and versatile, but they will last you. And overall, at the end of the day, I love innovation, and I love that you said how long it's been taking you guys to work on this, engineer this, and perfect this. This is not something that they just threw together in a warehouse trying to make an extra buck. This is blood, sweat, and tears to make this to market. So again, stay tuned in the fall, guys. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming, baby, on ANCORE X. All right, buddy. Good to see you.
Hey, good to see you,
Let's
buddy.
go. All right, so we have another rack here, and my guy's going to just cover some of the basics of this rack and just, kind of go from there.
Yeah, here again, we have a wonderful half rack here, fully big stacks in the back. Red Bull station, complete rowing station. Also again here the extended arm, it's called the MPHR, this product. We have everything in stainless steel here. It comes with it directly. Aluminium pulleys, everything really you need. Beautiful spotters and safeties.
I mean, dude, it's got everything you possibly need. And again, you can just see the quality of this product. It's freaking well made. This is 5/8. This is 5/8 holes. Looks like probably around there.
Well, I can tell you in millimeters.
Yeah, close enough. We'll say close enough. But then you got J-cups here.
And here you see like also like the finishing, like the whole rubber thing, the whole rubber cover, the ATX, and also here the stainless. So
Makes a big difference in protecting your bars.
And maybe another thing which we do like also on power racks is You see, we don't do the numbering also on Power Racks, not in the front anymore, always on the side, because it's, for us, when you had them in the front, whenever you use the hooks or so, you really covered your numbering.
That's smart.
And then you look at each other, oh, which number was I back in? And from here you can see it directly, you can see where the screw goes in. So
That's a
bit there as well.
That's a really good idea. I never really thought about, because I guess, like, I mean, it makes sense. You're putting this on here, and then you got 24. You can't tell. It's like cut in half. So putting the numbers on the side, it's easier to recognize what you're putting in. That's pretty sweet. And you got the stack goes to 242. So is that like standard with your racks, 242?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
242?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest one I've dealt with is 220. So that stack is easily the biggest for the ratio wise, because this is 2 to 1, and then put it to 1, and then 1 to 1. And then this, obviously, right here, you can use this. I mean, this is all one system like this. This thing, dude, this thing packs a punch. Yeah. All right, well, the secret is out, and I might be getting this in my home gym, but my guy here is going to talk about it. This is the type of machine that I have, honestly, even in a commercial gym, I never used it. So this is something I'm really excited to test out. So you want to talk about it here?
Yes, so here we have our standing chest press. You directly see that it's a bit smaller, more compact than the most chest presses there are probably on the market. It is specifically designed also for home gyms. Yeah, comes back, and it's based on our tradition in bodybuilding with ATX, because that was always a big focus for us. So here we have this machine. You have these are height adjustable. Oh, I won't do anything else. And then you can also choose whichever ankle you want, so you can have it more like, you can go wide if you want to go wide press. You can do a narrow one to get more into the triceps. This is a classic one. And I would say just hop into
Test it out,
and
dude.
test it out.
Dude, like I was telling you, man, I have never in my life tested something of this magnitude like this.
Yeah.
I've had any chest press, I had a budget one that was like $200.
Yeah.
I've never experienced it like commercialized in a sense. All right, so essentially how this works is, it's telling me you let it go, and then like the lever back there goes down, and then the stretch, literally the stretch, look how far you can get back. So you don't have to worry about range of motion. Just even, because I wonder how much that band is back there with the plate.
Yeah.
That thing is freaking hard. And then you got to do is just grab that in the back.
Every day.
Boom.
You can do that all day. Yeah, we have the resistance band. Look now, we have like 20 kgs on it, which is like probably like 44 pounds, which is not a lot when you think about bench pressing or so. But the resistance bands make it special, also with a strength curve. I love this machine.
Dude, the freaking pump, I used it a little bit before this clip. Your chest literally already, I did like 12 reps total. I'm like, all right, I can feel it. Good. This thing's pretty sick. So stay tuned for some fun content, because this is going to be used a lot. I think he might need a new shirt here too. The chest is popping out, huh? Yeah, feeling pretty good. Push. All right, man. All right, y'all. So I am here with the boys over here at GetRX'd, and if you guys did not know, I've actually done multiple videos with their products, and every time I get it, it's been nothing but quality. You know, I've been extremely satisfied with what they bring to the home gym community, and this is their Tornado Series rack, and it's extremely popular, create a lot of buzz. Yep. So my guy here is going to talk about it, just give some specs, features, and standout features, and we can just kind of go from there. So you want to talk about this?
For sure. Yeah, so right here we got our RX3 94-inch tall Tornado rack with Smith machine. So here it features our famous fully articulating tornado arms. They articulate left to right and up and down, so you can basically hit every major muscle group in your body. They move all the way up and down the trolley. And then the weight ratio on them is 200-pound weight stack on each side with a 2-to-1 ratio. So what that means, basically, if you load up the full weight stack on one side and you pull the handle, the real feel is going to be 100 pounds. For heavier movements, like lat pull downs and rows and stuff like that, we'll show you in a second. But what you'll do is you'll basically invert both the arms to meet at the center of the rack, and you'll connect them to get the full 200-pound feel. We have a few different attachments available for it. This is our new, we call it our military bench. Right now it has the back pad on it. You can actually take the back pad out and put a leg roller on it to hold your thighs down for lat pull downs. And then the back pad can adjust angles and stuff like that, so you can do incline flies, incline curls, things like that as well. If you want to come around this way, we have another attachment. If you don't have enough room for that standalone military bench, we do have what you have over here. This is called our center post. So if you're maybe trying to save a little bit more space or the military bench isn't really your thing, this will still allow you to connect both the arms at the center of the rack and do lat pull downs and rows. You basically can adjust the angle of the pad here and then use it for lat pull downs. And then there's an exterior foot plate here for seated rows as well. So then over here, this is actually a prototype. This is something we've been working on. It's a multi-directional arm, so it can move up and down and left to right as well. You can lock it, you can lock it in place using a pin here. Right now, it has the belt squat attachment on it. We're also coming out with more attachments that will allow you to do a linebacker hack squat, preacher curl, and then you'll be able to turn it into a jammer arm as well. So that's really exciting.
Actually, I want to say something too. What stands out to me, what I really like, is look how freaking long these weight horns are.
Yeah.
Bro, how much can you actually put on this bad boy?
I'm not sure, but just judged by the length of the weight horns, you could load up pretty good amount of weight on there, and I know the steel can handle it too.
Yeah, so you people saying you're skipping leg day, we can't skip leg day with this. We're taking advantage of this. I mean, you could even tell too, this is new. Like the product overall, you could tell it's well designed. It's freaking big, dude.
Yeah.
And it's something that, durability is always important in the home gym, and you're not going to have an issue with this.
For sure. And I want to reiterate, this is the only item at our booth right now that's still a prototype. We're still working on it. The military bench that I showed you earlier with the adjustable pads, those are on pre-order, shipping, I think, late July. Same thing with the center post attachment over there.
Yeah, and if you guys did follow too, they've been, that center attachment over there has been very popular, which I really like that too, because you don't have to worry about hacking your own bench into the center of the rack or trying to put a bar there with a pad. You're coming out with innovative designs to help solve those issues that people want, which we all know everyone in the home gym loves that 1-to-1 ratio, right?
Exactly, yep. And stay tuned, follow us guys. We're continuing to expand the ecosystem for this RX3 system. So it's really exciting. We have a lot of big things coming. So stay tuned.
Check it out, guys. I have a lot of videos of them too, and cool things coming with my guys over here at GetRX'd. All right, y'all. So, highly anticipated Major Fitness. We're at their booth. It's actually my very first brand that I worked with at my new gym. It's Major Fitness, and it was their PLM03, and it was in white. And from there, we've worked together ever since on a lot of great budget pieces, and today we're going to cover some of their pieces and just go from there. So again, who we have here?
Eva's Director of Marketing, Major Fitness.
It's good to meet you. It's good to meet you guys in person, right? How's Home Gym Con going for you so far?
Well, it's a different audience. First day, not too crazy, not too busy. All good. We're expecting more people tomorrow.
Exactly. Friday is a little slow. People are getting off work. Maybe they're laying on the couch right now, but tomorrow people are going to come in and start getting those curls, right?
Absolutely. Yes, that's what we expect.
Absolutely. All right, so we'll come over here. We're gonna take a look at this rack over here.
F35.
F35. Let's go, baby.
Pro Series.
All right, so this is my guy. So this is freaking blabbing, dude.
Yeah, so this is our F35 wall-mounted unit. It is our part of our Pro Series line, and it's the advantage of this is very compact, very affordable, high quality. These bars actually articulate. You can unsnap the locking pins down here and move them out. But yeah, the compact ability of this machine is really the major benefit of it. It has the dual cable pulley system, the safety bars, the J-hooks, the pull-up bar, and it's great for any environment that needs some folding mechanism to their machine.
All right, so the next rack they have in their Pro Series is the F22. So again, a half rack with the stacks here. I guess you want to just give some specs and features that you think stand out to this rack, and then we can kind of go from there.
So some of the upgrades on the Pro Series on the F22. The Pro, again, is going to give you the weight stacks, dual weight stacks, 170 pounds on each side. Again, going back to the F35, we're going to have that option to add weight plates on it if you really want to load up the weight to do heavier movements like seated rows. Aluminum pulleys come on all the Pro Series models, which is going to be an upgrade from the standard. You have 30 adjustments in the cable, up and down. On the standard model, you had a fraction of that.
Yeah, like 15 or something like that,
yeah. So this comes with the band pegs on the bottom and the top. You have a built-in landmine and it comes loaded with different bar attachments, comes with the D-ring handles, comes with the lap bar, short bar, comes with dip bars that attach in.
Nice.
Plate holders on the back. If you want to get these flush to a wall in a home setting, you can remove that,
Yeah, I like
and you're
that
going
a
to
lot.
save even more space. So for all that this offers you, it's a super compact design. It's also just shy of 7 feet, so if you have those low 7-foot ceilings in a basement, you can still get it in.
Makes a big difference. And it's actually funny you say that. I get a lot of questions about why do brands not give out shorter racks, and I feel like, I mean, let's be honest, no one's ever freaking happy. But at the end of the day, it's nice to have a sweet spot so that even if you have 8-foot ceilings, it's going to fit, or 7 foot, so it creates a greater market. And this is 12 gauge, right? 12 gauge?
12 gauge, yep.
And
So,
then
just to go back to the height, yeah, these are all going to have a light commercial warranty, but a large population that's buying this is going into the home. So
Oh,
7
yeah.
foot is definitely a good thing to have, in our opinion.
it is. And I guess a feature too that I think I actually like this a lot is the pin on the J cups and the spotters, because they're sometimes you catch yourself with your bar. It might not sit flush on the J cup, but no matter what, you're not have to worry about the sliding in and off, which I mentioned that when I did my review of the B52 Pro. I think it's a small upgrade that makes a difference. And I think just, going around this too, I think honestly, if anyone that really is, this doesn't really take up a ton of space either. It's a really compact design. And anyone looking for a compact home gym, I think something like this, I mean, for one person, 2 people using it, it'll last you the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's a heavy duty unit. I'm thinking about getting one myself.
Hey,
Got to clear some space in my garage.
yeah, I might have to put a couple of my racks on top of the roof or in my bedroom, but I think we'll figure it out. All right, so I have my guy here, a Quantum Trainer, and you can see this. When you talk about versatility, listen, we have plenty of that here. So he's going to break down his machine, talk about it, what he can do, and go from there. So first of all, just talk about your brand, your product, and just kind of just whatever you think you want to talk about.
Okay, so the machine itself is, you can see it's a standalone piece of kit. It's a bench press, it's a squat, it's a lat pull down, it's a hyper extension, it's a low row, it's everything you want it to be. Your imagination will restrict whatever you want to do with it. So you can find ways. The other way I've made it as well is that I've made so many attachments that come with it to get you to, so far on the exercises. But from there, you can buy any off-the-shelf piece of equipment. It'll work with it. You just attach it to the frame, or you can use it as a handle. So that keeps it cheap. It's not cost-effective for me to make thousands of attachments. It just doesn't work. So yeah, it's a standalone, all-in-one, plate-loaded, but now it has a cable system as well. And I introduced the cable system just to get a good low row on it. But with the cable system, you could do tricep push-downs, you could do, bicep curls, preacher curls, you could do the lot. Leg extensions I mentioned to you earlier, you could do them on it as well with the cable system. But I will be bringing a bench out at a later date, so you can do weights and a cable system. Yeah.
See, that'll be nice to have. So like this, I think is just, you see a lot of popularity is like the lever gyms, right? Extremely popular in a home gym. They were popular even like back in the 80s and 90s, but your product, it blows anything. I think of, like, when I think of all-in-one gyms like this is not even comparable. This is all 11 gauge, right?
Yeah.
11 gauge.
It's actually 10.5.
Whoa.
So it's fully commercial, basically. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you literally can do everything. I was showing him. I'm gonna have him hold this too.
Yeah. Cool.
Just doing like a chest. Just doing conversion. This thing. I like that it converges out. You can go out if you wanted to get wide. If you wanted to go more narrow. If you wanted to go really narrow. You have all those capabilities. And
You can actually turn the handles in as well.
oh, dude.
You're going on a 45.
So if you wanted to do different angles.
So you could do like a fly movement, or again another conversion press if you want to try that.
Let's try that. All right. Oh, I'm moving like I'm like 75 years old. That's right. Oh, dude.
Yeah. So you could do a fly press, a combination.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like bring it together.
Yeah.
Squeeze the top. Dude, that thing is sweet. I like that you have 2 loading points too. So if you wanted to do, obviously you got, this is actually 100 pounds in each side. I'm just that strong. Not really, but but you got 2 points here to load up.
Okay,
And
so these obviously move up and down the main towers. So you got 27 positions basically.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
if you move it to the top, you can start doing chins, you can
Ooh.
do dips, And then
do
obviously from the lower,
like a lat pull down, like lat pull down
pull down. Do
machine.
you want me to fit the bar on so you can have a
Yeah, sure, I'll try that out, yeah. So if you wanted to do lat pull downs on this, and then it hooks up to the system over here. And then I think the main thing I was telling you guys is the amount of things you can do in one system. I think people who they have like one car garage, they were working with minimal space, literally gives you everything you need. This thing's a freaking beast. Look at this thing.
So, obviously, there's a leg anchor as well that goes there if you're using heavier weights, but right now you shouldn't need it for that.
Oh, no, dude. That thing. Oh, my God. Dude, that feels freaking
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, my God. I feel like I can do like 10 of gas. Sweet,
so obviously tricep push down's the same.
Oh yeah.
So that the cable system fits into the leg anchor, and then you can go to low rows and lots of other exercises.
Dude, and you got like on the back. So on the back side here, you got. We'll come back here. If you want to come back here. So you got some adjustments back here too.
So if you were setting off for deadlifts, let's say, that angle will be too sharp, so it'll bring you out the bottom. So what you do is you just drop it down to about halfway, and then that gives you the direct drive basically for a good deadlift. And then also it's a belt squat as well. It's it's a landmine.
Right here. Yeah.
It's a landmine. But the belt squat's really good in it actually, because you can actually get really over the weight. You start a high position, drop it off onto the weight, you get a really good direct drive. So a lot of belt squats, they're out here.
It's not natural movement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But this, it's direct and you stand over the weight, so that works really well.
That's pretty sweet, dude. And obviously, one day I'll be able to actually utilize this. We're still recovering, but like that's pretty cool that you have the versatility like that too. I actually remember seeing at Anytime Fitness, they had a deadlift machine. I used it. I was like, dude, that was a good. That felt really good.
Right. Well, deadlifts on this, it's a really nice movement. You can either do it with the handles, or you could do it with the straight bar. That actually is.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
this is your Olympic bar, basically.
Yeah.
So this is stored on the back.
Oh, that's pretty cool, and you can do that.
It can connect either into one arm or both arms. Both arms for deadlifts. You could do high squats on one arm, or you could do low squats.
Hey, and you put this on around your back and do a squat.
Exactly that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
now, the true question, are you using a pad right there, or are you taking all iron on that back?
I'm getting old. I'll use a pad.
Oh, I respect that. But, I mean, listen, you can see the amount of variety you have in this. Like, this is awesome. So, I know we were talking to, you're bringing this to the U.S. market, right?
It's only in the U.S. market right now.
Yeah.
I'm about to hopefully branch into Australia and then back to the UK and Europe as well. So really trying to get it out globally.
Well, you guys need to check this out, because this is something that if you're looking for innovation, uniqueness, versatility, quantum trainers, this is a really cool piece. Nice work, brother.
Thanks. Cheers,
nice work. All right, y'all. So we are here with RitFit. So if you guys do not know, I've actually been doing videos with RitFit for a couple years now. I actually just posted a video, the M1 2.0 with the weight stacks. If you're not check that out, we will link that in the description, baby. Check it out. Wait, is there an affiliate link? Is that there?
Use it.
Use it. Hey, use that. But so I have my guy Matt here. Really good to meet him in person. I got my guy over here too. We got filming. What's going on? What we're going to do today is we're going to cover all the new pieces they have, and then really just kind of dive into what the upgrades are. So first thing we have is I actually did review the Buffalo, but actually we have today is there's new upgrades to this. So I'll have Matt do is kind of break it down, and then we go from there. So what do we got here, buddy?
Yeah, for sure. So this is the Buffalo Wild. A couple of different things was added to it. So biggest thing is the weight stacks, right? You got 142-pound weight stacks. We also have, which I love the best, is the cable ratio. We have a 1-to-1 and 2-to-1 cable ratio. Like that doesn't exist in like these size, frame racks really. So I mean, essentially you just, connect the two carabiners together. You have 1-to-1, which is really tight. It's really tight.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. That's probably the whole stack.
Nice.
And then you have your 2-to-1 just pull onto one cable. But
so Matt, you actually did is he hacked his way to do that.
Yeah.
And then from there, you gave him the idea and then able to make that into fruition, right?
Yeah, for sure. So I developed basically a prototype in my garage or in my basement and submitted it to the team, and they were like, let's do it. So now we got the Buffalo Wild. We're also working on one for the M1 too.
Dude, that's freaking sweet, because I know like a huge thing that people complain about is 2-to-1 ratio, because I mean we all know 2-to-1's great for pretty much everything besides pulling movements. Other than that, it works for everything else, but it's nice to have that ability. And so again, with the Buffalo, the stack option, so it goes to 142, which is actually honestly kind of cool. It's the stickers are actually, the aesthetic of the stickers, which we'll come and show you guys in a little bit, it's pretty nice. And then obviously you still got the weight horns. You could probably fit like maybe
like 240 pounds.
240?
Yeah.
So that's a lot.
Yeah, so I mean, most other racks will come with like 200 pounds, but this will exceed 200 pounds with the weight horns that's on there. So it's it'll buff guys everywhere like could use it, right?
Oh, I mean, yeah. See, so anyone that's worried about I'm gonna max this thing out. All right, bro. Let's see what you got.
For sure.
But also, you want to cover this cable attachment. This thing's pretty sweet. So, want to cover some of this?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm curious on your feedback. We just brought this out, and I'll switch. We're gonna switch this up. Yeah.
So
let's see what you got.
So honestly, anyone that loves knurl, we've got knurl all across this. So I think what I like is, with a lot of budget machines, a lot of the attachments are like plastic, rubber. There's not a lot of grip, but I like that there's something here, and I like that it rotates too. It's not fixed. And honestly, so I actually hurt my knee, who's probably going to be skipping leg day for a while here. I'm thinking tricep extensions might feel pretty good on this and some curls.
Yeah, for sure. And another thing, Luke, we have some UHMW bushings in between all the different fittings here. So that way you don't have you do have the metal, bearings inside, but you do have the anti-friction with the UHMW bushings inside here. So, it's going to be a clean, smooth movement as you're...
I mean, when you're like right here just moving it around, you can tell there's smooth. It's like it doesn't feel like a creaking. Like it feels like some of these attachments too, when I'm pulling it, I feel like I'm almost not pulling, I'm pulling extra resistance in a sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Which obviously, more gains, but you want cable attachments. As someone who's a cable snob, and literally that's like probably 90% of the way I train, you might feel the same. You want some quality cable attachments. So it looks good. And I'm trying to see if we come around here too.
Yeah, so we have the vertical leg press
Oh,
plate,
nice.
Like the original Buffalo, but we did make a small upgrade with the clips. I don't know if you guys can see on the back side.
Oh, yeah.
But we just kind of beefed those up a little bit more and make sure that it's good, it's safe. It'll, again, work for everyone. But every version we come out with, we try to improve something, right? So we got the 2-to-1, 1-to-1 cable ratios. We added the weight stacks, did some modifications to the leg press plate. So this is called the Buffalo Wild, is what we're calling
Wild,
it.
I like it though. It's wild because we're getting wild because we're adding in the new features that are going to help get those home gym gains, baby.
That's right.
I do like that. Here's the thing about RitFit. If you guys don't know, RitFit is very good about taking feedback, taking suggestions. Matt has always been really good to RitFit, giving a lot of suggestions. So if you guys have not checked him out, you should check him out on Instagram. All right, guys, so this is going to be one of their newest racks. I've gotten multiple questions about the Smith machine, but we're going to cover this. So this is the M2, right?
Yeah, it's the M2 new version. We had M1, M1 2.0. Now we got the M2.
All right, so Matt, you want to... I think first we'll start with the front uprights and the jammer arms, and we kind of work our way back. So you want to talk about it?
Yeah, so the M1 had 2x2, 14 gauge steel uprights. This is a 2.5 by 2.5. We're at 13 gauge for the M2. We also, I'm going to jump into the jammer arms real quick. We did create some jammer arms for the M2, and they attach like seamlessly to the cables. It's just a quick connect, right? And it's super smooth. But anyhow, jammer arms come with the M2. It's going to be offered at different versions. You could have no Smith if you want. You could have fixed Smith if you want, or you could have the 3D Smith if you want. So those are the different options we're offering right now.
Yeah, it was the 3D Smith that I was getting questions about to check out. Yeah. So actually, these jammer arms too. You guys will have to let me know in the comments about jammer arms, but these are actually pretty well built. Like there's a lot of adjustments here.
They're heavy duty. They lock into place. Multiple positions, different planes of motion. But yeah, they're heavy duty. You're not going to break them or bend them. Yeah. Anyways, we're also looking at opportunities for options to either do counterbalance or to make them a little bit more permanently attached, store them out of the way. So, we're just looking at different options. But this is our first set that we've tried, so we're getting in the market.
Test it and see. Yeah. I guess that's something you guys will have to let us know in the comments. What do you guys think of? Jammer arms are, a lot of people still like them because they like the kind of, it mimics like a a plate loaded or like cable driven machine. So you guys will have to let it know. RitFit's really good about suggestions as well. But what I really want to cover is the Smith machine option here. So let's check this out.
Yeah, so obviously a Smith machine. Some people love Smith machines, some people hate them, right? But essentially this kind of gives you the best of both worlds, right? So you could fix it into plane, into one motion. Basically, you can slide this up. You can lock these pins here, and you got your fixed path.
But dude, these adjustments are freaking wild, man. I've never seen a Smith machine like this.
Yeah.
And I've used tons in the home gym and the commercial gym. So, look at it. Hey, listen, that's impressive.
So, obviously, you can see.
So it moves with you like that.
Yeah, it's moving with me, So it's just, you get the free weight feel versus just, right, your straight path, the motion up, down. It's not locked in. So for those people who hate Smith machines, because of arc or whatever, this is for you.
Well, I think that too. Free motions, it mimics like a natural squat, right? It's mimicking a natural squat, so you're not in a fixed path.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people complain about, a Smith machine, it's not helping me with my gains, but RitFit has given the options too. And you said this is something that, this is the 3D option. I guess talk about that one more time.
Yeah, so different packages. You could either have just a no Smith machine, you could have the M2, come with the jammer arms, or you could have the regular M1 style Smith on the M2, or you could have the 3D, this one style on here. So we'll have three different options.
It's nice to be able to give people the capabilities of that. I think, honestly, personally, I've been in the game doing this for about 5 years. I've seen every Smith machine possible. Honestly, I kind of like the free motion over the fixed path because I like the mimicking, being able to do the movements like that.
You have this at the gym, some commercial gyms, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to bring it home, right?
Exactly.
How do you have this at your house, in your garage, in your basement? Our slogan, right? A gym for everyone.
Exactly.
Right? So that's what we're trying to do here.
And affordability. RitFit always going to find ways to make things affordable for the home gym and not overprice things and make sure everyone can be safely working out at home, not break the bank, and just quality equipment. Because you said also this is 13 gauge, right?
13 gauge,
13,
yeah.
And then the Buffalo Wild was 12.
It's 12 gauge.
12.
Yeah.
So light commercial, I'd say 13's
We're right there, Lou.
Right there.
We're right there.
But let's be honest, Matt, 14 gauge steel, is it still going to hold up in the home gym?
Yeah, it's still going to hold up.
It's still, there's this whole myth and the influencer stuff, come on.
Don't worry, we'll get to 11 gauge. We will, but when we're ready, we want to release something that's different. We don't want to just mimic everybody else. We want to release something that's going to be different than everybody else.
Well, let's think about RitFit too. You guys, your market is not commercial 11. That's not what you guys came into market doing. You guys have been around for 10 years too. That's what their market is. And I mean, as much as everyone like 11 gauge, most people don't care for that in the home gym.
Right.
I'm trying to think, is there anything else in here you wanted to cover? But I think that's honestly the main thing I think we wanted to cover. You guys will have to let us know in the comments what you think of the free motion Smith machine, the jammer arms, the upgrade of the steel. I mean, the pull-up bar looks like it's a little bit
it's just
upgraded.
designed a little bit differently. It's actually a little bit taller than the original M1. I can't give you the exact 2 inches, 3 inches, whatever, but yeah, it's a little bit taller than the other one. And then I don't think we talked about it, but you'll have the option too, weight stack versus non-weight stack.
That'll be nice.
So just based on your budget, based on what your needs are, that's what we're trying to do is provide a solution.
Yeah, I think that's true. My last video I just did with the M1 2.0 is I like that they give the opportunity to upgrade over time, so you don't feel like you're locked into an ecosystem. Because sometimes people have I only have $2,000 to spend. I don't want to spend $3,000 on this. I want to wait, save up. So you have the abilities to upgrade over time. So pretty sweet.
Spoiler alert for Luke's Garage Gym. We're working on some upgraded uprights for the M1. Thicker gauge steel, more holes. So just be on the lookout for that.
Stay tuned, baby. We're going to cover that next, actually. All right, y'all. So if you are, anyone in the home gym community knows that the RitFit leg extension leg curl was a hot topic because of the price, and it had a cable-driven system because we all worry about range of motion, the resistance curve. They solved that solution with the cable ratio, but a huge customer complaint was it's too easy, it's too light. So what they did here, and we're still working on it, but Matt's gonna do is kind of talk about the features, and then I'm obviously a wuss. He's gonna actually do the movement and kind of tell me how it feels. So want to just break it down here?
Yeah, so I'm just stepping in for Luke on this right here. But anyway, so this is our prototype. It's no named yet, but one of the key features about it is it is heavier duty steel. It does take up a little bit larger footprint, but really the key feature here is the adjustable weight curve. So we have on the side over here, and you can sit down and make the adjustment. Like,
look at this.
Yeah, like it's smooth. Like you just, yeah, I can pick it up, slide it,
Sweet.
slide it, so you don't even have to get up, right?
Yeah.
So, and you know, the thing is you know, it has a lot of weight capacity on it, and yeah, I mean, the movement is smooth. So it's not a lying, you know, or it's a lying leg curl, not seated. So that's one thing we're also looking at, a part of the, you know, continuing the prototype.
Yeah.
Do we add that third option? We don't know yet, right? You know, so it's something we're looking into.
Yeah. Well, honestly, could you imagine? I really don't know. Like, could you imagine having seated, prone, and extensions, a 3-in-1 option, and with all these options for the ratios, like, and then, you know, RitFit's gonna find a way to make it affordable. Dude, like, that is huge. Now, anyone let me know if you bought the original one. Like, this is obviously a little bit of a beefier, larger option, but honestly, it's nice that you have the capability of the different ratios here, because everyone's at a different spot, different workouts, and like the adjustments here. Even like, look at the pad. Dude, this pad is freaking long. And a lot of issues too, like feedback was like, oh, the seat pads, you know, I feel like it's gonna fray over time. Oh, the leg pad, there's not enough, you know, meat to it. So obviously you can tell that they really took the time for the feedback to work on this thing. So you're saying maybe at the end of the year?
Yeah, maybe at the end of the year. And price point right now is, we're still looking pretty affordable. We're looking at about $500 for something like this.
Oh my God. Shut up.
Yeah.
If they get this out as $500, I'd be stunned if you're not sold out in a day.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the weight stacks. Right when they go in, it's gone and gone. For a good reason. This for $500, I think in my opinion, obviously I haven't really used it yet, but you can just seeing things in person and watching people test it, I think it's going to boom the market. So pretty sweet.
Yeah, and last thing real quick, I know we're not going to see it, but it's super quick to change from.
Okay.
So I mean, it's super quick, super easy to change from lying, you know, leg curls to the seated leg extensions. Like, it's just efficient.
Seamless. Honestly, like, I'm not going to lie. I know a lot of people prefer seated leg curls over prone, but honestly, I kind of like prone leg curls more. Like when I was at the commercial gym, like I feel like seated leg curls, my butt was always like falling off the seat. I couldn't find the right resistance. So I personally prefer this option, but I can see as a customer feedback, a lot of people like the other one. So giving everyone all the capabilities of one machine for $500, bro, what do you think?
No, that's awesome. We're trying to do that on the Smith machine, right? People have complaints. We want to give them both, right? Fixed, get 3D, right? Line leg curls, or, you know, prone leg curls, or seated leg curls, seated leg extensions. We want to fulfill the customer's need, right? So we're definitely open to feedback. Curious to see what you guys are going to comment on based off this video. So get on the YouTube page, you know, comment, give us your guys' feedback.
All right, guys. So highly anticipated piece we have from Ironmaster is their Valhalla rack. So I got my guy here, Brian. Brian, it's good to meet you, brother. Good to meet you. We actually talked a little bit through email. Ironmaster, I personally don't have anything in my gym right now, but my dad, I was telling him he has the Super Pro bench with all the attachments. Huge fan. You guys have been around for how many years?
40.
40?
Yeah, 78.
Yeah, so
I think that's 40.
Around for a while for
42.
good reason. So I love to see that they're bringing out something like this, highly anticipated. So I guess, Brian, you want to talk about, just like highlight this piece and we'll kind of go from there.
Yeah, well, we wanted to build off our original Smith style machine with our half rack self-spotting system, but we really wanted to incorporate a functional trainer. So that's the biggest addition to this unit, is we've got a full width functional trainer that pulls off two 200-pound stacks. So we've got a 2-to-1 ratio on the sides, so you're pulling 100 pounds, but in the center, you combine both of them, so you've got up to 400 pounds on the low row and the lat pull.
All right, let me ask Brian, we interrupt you. Let me ask you, Brian, can you, when you're pulling 400 pounds, how many reps we get? At least 20, right?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm right around there. Yeah.
I love it. I guess, like, I interrupt you, like, I really want to talk about, too, we were talking about the Smith machine. Want to give, like, some features and specs about it?
Well, the Smith machine, we've got this pretty unique bushing that it's so smooth. But you've also got a really unique locking system, so it's super safe, really close lockout holes, so you never really get stuck in between anything. It's just super smooth, super safe, and we've also got the belt squat attachment.
Oh, so we were talking about that. That's really cool. So I like that. First of all, there's a lot of room in here. It's not so compact and small. You have the capability. You got belt squats. You can put your bench in and out. Like, so anyone out there, like, this is a type of rack that you sit in your garage is going to last you forever. Lifetime.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to try the belt squat out, but I can't currently with obviously my knee injury. But it's really cool. So this connects to the Smith machine.
Yeah.
It's driven by the Smith machine, and you were telling me how smooth it is.
Yeah, it's super smooth, but you know, with the belt squat, the cool thing there is it starts in the top position. So you're not down on the ground when you start out.
That's a huge issue.
Yeah, very comfortable. And you're using the Smith machine for the weight source.
See that? It makes a big difference, because I know, like, in the beginning stages of the home gym with belt squats, a lot of them are just like, it's nailed to the ground. You got to try to jimmy up, and like your ass gonna hurt your lower back. Yeah. It's not natural, like, movement and try to start to do that. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but you've got the benefit of a belt squat and your spine's safe, and
I think that's a big difference. And the one thing I wanted to mention too on the backside, we were actually talking about this too, is so they have the row section here. Your foot plates are actually more high up, so you can do a mid row, right?
Yeah. So you're seated on our bench, and it's just nice. It's a nice change to be off the floor, and we've had a lot of feedback from customers that that's what they want. So, but it also worked with just the build of this, and you know, it's just really nice. But we needed that crossbar there, so not to get into the design, but functionally it worked really well there too.
Oh, perfect. Well, because think too, if you're a 250-pound guy, you're putting your weight all up against that, and you're pulling too. You want to have as much structure, like integrity, so that the machine can withstand that.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
But being able to, put the belt squat attachment there, we've got more to come with that attachment point. So.
I like that. So you guys, we love little teasers and innovation. So obviously Ironmaster is, we call the GOAT of attachments, and your dumbbells are obviously, like, if you ever look up best dumbbells in the home gym, you guys are always at the top too.
We'll take GOAT. That's cool.
Oh, dude, I mean, you think about, when you're going to hate me, but when I was actually going to buy dumbbells in 2020, it was between Power Blocks and you guys. You guys are sold out. I couldn't get it because everyone and their mother wanted to buy them.
Yeah, we had a lottery for the chance to buy them.
Yes, I remember that.
Nice.
My dad was in it. I thought he was going to get it. He ended up not getting it, so we ended up having to get Power Blocks. But honestly, like, that's something too, if you guys don't know, they're big for it. But I would love for you guys to let me know in the comments what you guys think of this piece. It's got storage on the back. It's got 4 weight horns on both sides. Your barbell can go right here.
Barbell storage, landmine. Obviously, we didn't talk about it, but we've got bar hooks and safety arms, so it's a functional half rack.
I mean, it's got everything.
It's an all-in-one machine.
It's got everything you need, functionality, and honestly, this is what the home gym's all about, is you want to get as much functionality in your piece, because not many people are working with 500, 600, 700-foot garages. They might be working with, their wife wants to park in the garage. You want to have 1 or 2 pieces. So something like this definitely could work, right?
Yeah, it'll fit in your garage, and you don't need anything more than it, really.
No.
But we're just proud of it. The build quality we're super happy with. Integrated lap bars.
Oh, yep.
Storage.
Oh, yeah.
But,
and you can hang that up too.
Right.
You got your pulley down here system too.
Weight band there.
I mean, there's everything you possibly want. Actually, I looked at this too. Is the pull-up bars, actually never seen anything like this. Like the knurling, all the different grips.
This is adjustable width.
Oh, that's cool.
You can remove it, flip it around. We're gonna come out with globes, so you can add those.
Oh yeah.
Fingerboards for the rock climbers out there.
The globes, I didn't realize too. I use those, and I didn't realize that your forearms are meaty, dude.
Oh yeah.
Those are nice.
Yeah. So, and then options without knurl, with knurl.
So I guess the last thing is, I guess for you, when do you guys think something like this would be available? Because people watching this, I'm sure they'll want to know, because there's a lot of hype behind this.
This fall. So this is our pre-production unit, but we have a production order in. So 2 to 3 months.
Okay. You guys heard that. Check it out. Check out this from, you have to let me know in the comments what you guys think. And appreciate you talking to me, man. And stay tuned, guys. All right, y'all. So we're here with my boy, Matt Porter. So we actually done a couple videos together. Actually, Matt was able to give me not in production, a little bit of a hack with the GetRX'd tower.
Yeah.
If you check that out. And I just did a video on his Eclipse grips where they're, very popular in the home gym. So you could check out that video. But what we're gonna do here, Matt actually has a new piece, a couple that he's gonna talk about, and I'm gonna hop on here and actually use this. He's gonna kind of break down what he did with this. So what do you got here?
All right, so this is the Rev Bar. This piece is actually going on pre-sale today. So I'm gonna need to get 50 of them sold to be able to do the production unit. So this one, it is a big fat a rotating bar that has a 2-inch handle. When you're using it though, as you use it, you're gonna use a stiff wrist and you can basically roll down. Because it rotates, it actually will follow the arc of your arm. But you can do that for triceps and you also biceps or lat pullovers. Check out lat pullovers, that's awesome.
Dude,
too.
actually,
Because it rotates too, follows you along with it.
Oh, when it goes up,
Yep.
it rotates. See,
Yep.
that is different because a lot, you know how like the traditional cable attachment, it's in a fixed position, it's not going anywhere. So I guess, you're really good at mechanical parts. So when this rolls, why is that a lot better than the traditional cable attachment?
It just follows, because your arms are always on arcs, because it's basically you have it on a moment arm, and they basically will be able to follow that position there. But these are aluminum handles too. The goal is to make it lighter. So this is, right now it's 7 pounds. The production run will be a little less than 5. So if you have it on your tower, it's not gonna pull down in that slow top plate. So these all are machined aluminum, and I'm very particular on my knurling. This is a very fine tooth per inch knurling, and these are mountain knurl. So it gives you a very grippy feel. It's going to be more like a sandpapery feel.
Yeah, so we actually, when we talked on the phone, we were both in the same way of, we don't care for highly aggressive knurl. I don't really care for cutting my hands.
I want
like a
grip.
cheese grater.
I want grip. I want to be able to hold on to it. I don't want it to be hurting me though. Like both are very grippy, but like one to me is very grippy without having the extra pain involved. And I want to be able, if I rip my calluses, I'm not going to be able to train as much or not train as hard.
No.
If I can train to the benefit of that. But this is a little harder to do because it is so fine. There's a lot more detail involved in this coarser knurl.
Well, it's all a cable attachment too. It's ridiculous. You don't need that type of a knurling on it too. You want something that, especially in an environment like a garage, he's in Florida, it's friggin' hot. You want something that even if you forget the dehumidifier, you still got the good grip to be able to hold it on,
absolutely.
which makes a big difference. So like I said, guys, this is something that Matt, so when are you thinking about bringing this out?
So it's pre-sale right now. I need to get 50 units sold. So it's called the Rev Bar. It's on my website at porterpef.com. So if you go on there, order it. If I get to 50, then the production run will be made, and then I'll talk to my manufacturer how long that'll be, and I'll email everyone that's done pre-order.
Heck yeah! And real quick, you guys, this is one of his most popular things that he's
New
had.
color too that debuted at Home Gym Con.
Oh, see, I picked this for a reason, dude. That looks pretty nice.
Yeah, Matt.
I actually had I have the purple one, which I got because I like my school colors. But dude, this is pretty nice. I guess real quick too, if no one saw that video, you want to just kind of talk about your piece here?
Yeah. So with the Eclipse grip, I want to make sure a really small handle. Whenever you're using it, as you press down, you don't have that torque going through your wrist. That's why when you use it, a swivel position here is as close to your hand as possible. There is a little bit of space, so it will fit different size hands. I actually had, if you know Mark for Deadliest Lifts, he came over, he's like a 6'6" dude, massive guy, still fits his hand, so it's gonna fit 99% of everyone. So as you grab it, it'll fit on your hand. This piece right here, this base, it gives you enough meat on it so you can actually push down really hard through the whip. But if you go start up high, if you tilt your wrist, it doesn't dig into your wrist.
Yep.
So if you're up high, you want to get a big stretch, it doesn't dig into you. As you go down, you can finish the movement. If this is any bigger, that part's going to end up digging into your wrist on the side.
And it freaking, dude, it hurts. I don't care for a handle like, it's like this long and you're trying to figure out where it goes, and then like it restricts motion here too, because you want it to fit exactly in the palm of your hand for that range of motion.
Yep, and then there's a slight taper just so you add for comfort. And then with these, I do actually have leather pads if you wanted to have something that's a custom grip. So over time, this will form to your hand and basically make it where it becomes your personal handle that's basically over time will basically form to you.
So definitely, you guys need to check out what Matt's doing. Again, teacher life, home gym life, support the business, support the guy. That's a freaking grind, baby. But
orderpef.com is the website.
Guys, check them out.
On pre-sale right now.
And again,
I have the Eclipse grips for sale that they're going to be going on. I have new runs coming too, so if they go out of stock, they'll be coming back pretty quick as well.
I don't know, dude. This is actually, I think this is my favorite color. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's
It
awesome.
pops, dude.
Oh,
So guys,
definitely.
check that out. Matt's got a lot of good products to help the home gym community, and I appreciate you talking to me, brother.
No problem.
All right, guys. So we're here at the ForceUSA booth. And if you guys do not know, ForceUSA has been around since 2008, right? 2008. They're widely known for the all-in-one trainers, and obviously you guys know my channel. All-in-one trainers are extremely popular for my channel. Actually, we'll talk about later is the G15. If you guys check it out, my Instagram stories, check it out my feed. That video's gonna be out in a few weeks. But what we're gonna do today, we're gonna highlight something that's coming pretty soon. And then we're gonna highlight the C10, one of the in stock, one of the popular options they have. So I got my guy here. You wanna just upgrade this to you? Want to talk about the C20 here?
Absolutely. So I'm Nolan. I'm the sales manager here with ForceUSA, and this is our new C20. So what's great about this machine is it's a 3x3. We listen to our crowd. We listen to everyone's been asking about it. We know everyone in this space loves a good 3x3, 1-inch hole, 11 gauge steel. So we had to do it. We had to go that route. So we're stepping up our game with this one. This is our new 3x3 line. We're going to be calling this the cornerstone line. The reason we say that is because it's the foundation of your gym. You get this piece, it's the cornerstone of your gym, and you build off of that. All-in-ones is our style, that's what we do. So as you look at this and you go from top to bottom here, you see we got a new design. This new design is our new 3-dimensional pulley arm. Now, what you're doing here is actually a cool feature that nobody else is doing yet.
Dude,
so this little T-pin, as you're going through that range of motion, it's gonna wanna move with you so it can free range. But if you don't want it to move, well then just lock it into place.
That is cool.
Right?
Because I've actually, this is the first time I've really came and tried more free motion style training. So I guess educate people, like, why is free motion? Why do people like something like that?
Well, the biggest thing, especially with all-in-ones or something that has a lot of adjustments, it's got to adjust to the user.
Yeah.
So like me and you, we're different heights, different builds, you got bigger biceps. There's gonna be certain things that I'm gonna be moving through that range of motion different than you. So having that free range allows it to adapt to your body type.
And that's huge, man. It makes honestly functionality of an all-in-one system huge. Actually, I was looking at these J cups here. These are pretty. Are these something that you guys have in other systems? Is like a newer design or?
Brand new design.
Okay.
So we just came out with this, and as you can see, there's no pop pins. So the way that this adjusts, you just lift it up and it slides right out.
That's pretty cool.
So you have this really cool, unique design, but the moment that it goes through that hole, it's gonna lock into place, and
That
it's
thing's
not going anywhere. Nope,
Dude,
not at all.
that is sweet. And obviously you got this on your spotter arms too.
Same design.
And then you got the aesthetic side of the spotter arms too. It looks really nice, man.
And these are also multi-purpose too. So again, all-in-one, we're always looking for something that can do more than one feature, more than one function. And this one can actually be adjusted into the inside of the rack. And you see the holes here, and you see this nice little knurled bar over here.
Yes.
Throw those guys in and you have a dip attachment.
That is sweet. You know, let me tell you something why I like that. I like that because I cannot stand the thousands of different attachments are just laying all over the place, so that you're able to easily store this on the side. And dude, that's some nice knurl there. What we got? Some medium? What do we got?
Oh, you got some aggressive knurling on there. And not just aggressive, but the thing itself.
Dude.
Check this thing out, man. There's way.
Dude, this thing, you could just tell even by seeing it, dude. This thing has got
You can do
some
bicep curls with that thing.
Oh my God, bro, what does this thing weigh? Like freaking 20 pounds?
Just about, yeah.
Oh my God, see that? That's honestly, I've never seen something like that. You're able to adjust that around the side to do dips too. And I mean, as someone, I really like too, as someone, you might feel the same way, in a garage setting, it's 100 freaking degrees. Yeah. I'm sweating just talking, you know? And like, a nice aggressive knurl or nice knurl makes a big difference in like the humidity aspect, so you're not slipping and sliding. So again, ForceUSA, you know, been around for a while. We're not skimping here. We're not skimping here. Is there anything else like you wanted to highlight about this in here that you think would be cool for the guys to know?
There's a lot of cool features to go through, right? But some of the highlights right now is if you look at the pull-up bar, these are adjustable as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So these also have the adjustments on the back, so you can go narrow, wide, based off of whatever grips you want.
Okay.
And then in the future, we'll actually offer more attachments that you can utilize up here.
That's sweet.
Right, so having this type of style of frame, basically you got any option out there.
Yeah.
So you want to use our attachments, which obviously we suggest, but then you can also use another third party, somebody else that's going to work on the same style of rack.
100%.
Right, and then if you look at the back here, we have all of the storage. So the one thing is, if we're going to include a lot of attachments, you better have a way to store them.
Oh,
so
yeah.
now you got the pegboard design, but we're using that keyhole design. So you just put it in there, it slots in, and then you can also use your shrouds as storage as well.
That's nice.
Right, so you have that design all the way across, so you got no shortage in storage.
It's funny, he says that too. That's why I have the shelf option on my G15. Makes such a difference, because some people don't like putting holes in their walls. They don't like putting the freaking pegboards and hanging, and sometimes it's heavy, and then well, you're gonna have to go hire someone to do some more drywall.
I just
you don't know that.
in my garage gym, I don't want to put holes in it.
Dude, no, you don't,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So like, especially when you're spending a lot of money on a nice system, you want to have everything in one spot, and you can just take it on and off and go.
100%.
And I do like that's nice too. You got able capability to do rows down there too,
Yep.
and then the stack. What's the stack go to?
So it comes stock with 200 pounds, and you have the ability to go up to 300 pounds on each side.
Ooh, I like that.
Right, and you can go in 50-pound increments. So you got little spacers down there. So you want to go to 250, you want to go to 300. It's up to you.
It's nice. It's nice that you guys are good about too the accessory aspect. If you want to add things as you go, it's nice so that you're not completely locked in. If you want to add that, you want to add more things, you're ready to go. I guess the height too. Do they get the aluminum pulleys right with the system?
100%. That's coming with the system. That is stock.
So, as someone that works with ForceUSA, what's your real opinion? Is aluminum pulleys just a fad, or is there actually a difference?
I don't want to get in trouble.
Because he knows. As someone, I'm like, this feels kind of the same, but I mean, we're not gonna lie, it still looks kind of cool, right?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Aluminum pulleys are awesome. They're smoother in a lot of different ways, but the whole thing is longevity.
Yeah.
A plastic nylon pulley is going to hold up almost just as well as aluminum pulley, but you can't deny the cool factor.
You can't. Aesthetic appeal goes a long way, especially if you're spending a good amount of money in a nice piece. We love it.
100%.
So you guys will have to let me know what you guys think of this. This is coming out, releasing
in the next few months. So we're getting into close the September timeframe.
It's pretty exciting. So you guys have to let me know in the comments what you guys think of this. All right, guys. So this is going to be a highly requested video. So you see online on Facebook, you see online in all the comments that the C10. I want to know more about the C10. I want to know more about the sliding bench. So Nolan here is going to talk about the C10, talk about the sliding bench, and then you guys will have to let me know in the comments what you think. So I'll hand this off to you.
I mean, this has been our most sought after design, right? Everybody who's seen the sliding bench, it's nothing they've seen before. It's something we have a patent on, so it's cool that we get to bring this to the market and kind of see how it works out. But the C10 has been our #1 seller for the last 12 to 14 months.
Oh, yeah.
And the crazy thing about it is when we dropped this, we came out with both at the same time. We sold more sliding benches than we did C10s. We couldn't figure out why. But when they were doing it, we realized, people were trying to use their sliding bench with any existing gym they already had.
Oh,
and then they were realizing that this was like particular to ours because we have our lower pulleys. It's set up, designed specifically for this. So it's been great. But now that people are getting to use and touch it here at Home Gym Con, they're really getting to see why this has so much value.
Yeah.
So my favorite part, and I can show you how this works, but it's set up right now for a leg press. So this back pad can go down flat and they can adjust up. You can change the angle to whoever you're fitting there.
You got all your adjustments here. You got adjustments down here. This adjustment slides up and down the bench, right?
Yep, exactly.
And then it looks like you got these just some band pegs, or just some band pegs there. And you got your band pegs here. You got your adjustment here. I mean, all right, I want you to hop on there. I want you to try it for me. So again, innovation, man, in the home gym is so neat. And as someone who's a snob with cabled resistance, so look at, dude, that is freaking sick. So how it works at the bottom, it connects to the cables down there at where your low row plate is. And then you're able to get the full tension of, so he's got 30 pounds on here, but you're getting the tension throughout the movement, which like we talked about too. Cable-driven type of exercises are honestly, in my opinion, you might feel obviously the same way, they're my favorite over, honestly, barbell or dumbbells, because the muscles like pumping the same weight the whole time, you know?
And when it comes to cable movements, you get to change where that tension's coming from.
Exactly.
Gravity only goes one way.
Exactly.
But from cables, you can put it at any angle and hit the muscle group in a different angle than you can with a traditional dumbbell.
You can't. And like even before I even started the home gym too, I always gravitated towards the cable systems. Now, I'll point something out too, like these are the comments I get a lot about the C10 is they love the 2-to-1 to 1-to-1 ratio. So I guess talk about the stack, talk about the ratio and the pulley systems.
So it comes with 220 pounds on each side. If you're using the pulleys that are on the uprights, it's 2-to-1, so you're getting half the resistance. So if you got it pinned at 200 pounds, you got 100 pounds you're pulling on each side. So if you go to the top though, now you have these pulleys side by side, which means you can use one attachment on both pulleys. So that means you're gonna get 100% of that weight. So you can get the full 220 pounds is what I'm saying.
Which
and then
plenty of weight.
Plenty of weight, especially for lat pull downs, right? Most people when they're getting lat pull downs, especially for functional trainers, they get 150 pounds and then it's half of that, so you only get 75 pounds. With this, you're getting the full weight of that 220. And then down below, you have, again, two pulleys right side by side, but we designed this that it actually doubles the weight.
Oh, that's cool.
If you're doing leg presses, you might need a little more than 220,
Yeah.
so you get 440.
So that, see, That is important because I guarantee you guys get questions about that is leg press. Like I go on a regular leg press and I do 220, I can do a 50 reps. Like, no, you can get up to 440 pounds, which how many people do you think are leg pressing 440 pounds?
I'd like to see them tested.
Yeah, I would love to see you test it and see because I would say it's probably like less than 1%.
Yeah.
So I think that's nice to get the ratio because I know the 1-to-1 ratio, to be honest with you, is a very low percentage of people that actually need it.
Yeah.
But like guys like us who have been lifting a long time, we really want to be able to elevate our pull movements and obviously leg movements, so you're able to get that. I guess like obviously ForceUSA is really good about attachment storage. Like you can see in the back, you store all your attachments here. This rack is honestly though, it's pretty compact too. I guess the Smith machine, is there anything you want to talk about with that?
Yeah, so the Smith machine is really nice because this was a newer design compared to some of our other models. And the way that we actually designed it was that it was more compact so that this unit could almost fit in like a corner, right? And so like we are all-in-one is what we always tout about, or what we've been like our original designs have been. And what we do is we store our plates on the outside and we put the hooks down the middle so you have all your attachments in reachable distance. But then this is here as well because Smith is a big component that most people actually miss. You can get a power gauge, you can get a functional trainer, but adding all of that together with a Smith, which most people just don't have enough room in their garage to do two pieces like that. So now you have it all in one, but this one is designed so that it's really close and you have these safety spotters. So your arms, as you go to adjust those, right? So now,
so smooth.
Super smooth. And
that's actually all. That's cool.
That's your spotter.
So it's together.
Yes.
So you're able. That's what makes the compactness.
Exactly.
Dude, that's actually pretty cool. If you want to go all the way down, you want to go all the way up here, and then you got your adjustments on your. So this is actually. Is this like a patented like design with this lever? This is different because usually you have the pop pin, right?
Yeah, so that's our newest design.
That's pretty cool.
And we got this nice beefed up metal that we put on here, but it's nice because it's a one-handed design. So you adjust it, one hand, pops in the position.
Listen, we all know convenience in the home gym, man.
Absolutely.
We need, I'm working out at home for convenience because I can't stand being around people. Anyway, joking aside, but we love that you have that ability, man. I mean, this is, like he was saying, this is back in stock, guys. If you guys are interested, I might have a link in the description if you're interested in checking that out too.
That's right.
But I think another component too that I'm sure you guys get that too is I actually like the plate storage on the side like that, because then if you put it on the back, then you're limiting people. Like, okay, now I got to push this way up, and now like square footage could be an issue. So I like machines like this on the side for storage. It's like little fine tuning of machines that makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
So I guess before we wrap this up, is there anything else you think that people should know, or?
So right on our website, we're including free aluminum pulleys with any C10 purchase.
Nice.
So if you want to get the next greatest, best thing that we have, that's the full package.
I think so too. I think this is probably going to be more of the hotter seller for like guys like us who've been working out a long time because of the ratio. But again, you guys also got to know that you guys have a lot more products out there. You guys have been around a long time, so you guys need to check out ForceUSA. We got a lot to work on together this year. Stay tuned for my review. First impressions of the G15, and my guy, appreciate it. All right, guys, so we're here with Titan Fitness, and I really was curious about checking out this piece here. So my guy Alex here, he's gonna break down this machine. So really wanted to say real quick, Alex, we just met, but I wanted to tell you, my first real piece in my home gym was, what do you think?
Well, a Titan?
Titan Fitness. Titan Fitness. And Titan T3 series power rack.
T3 rack.
And
2x3s.
It was 2x3, yeah.
Okay.
And I had it for about 4 years. Honestly, it would have lasted me the rest of my life, but as a home gym reviewer, we go through a million things, but just saying, that rack lasts me a long time. It's a nice piece.
So
but
how long have you had it for, you said?
I had it for 4 years, and
4 years.
when I sold it, I was honestly almost had tears because it was my start. It was a start. My attachment, exactly, man. But I really want to hit on this piece because I'm a huge fan of. So you got the free motion arms here,
Absolutely.
and then you got the big stack. So I'll hand this off. You can talk about it.
No, yeah, here, I'll just give like the quick highlights of it. So with the Nemesis, we had a version already. It didn't have like the dual adjustable arms that you could be able to like go one on one side and one on the other. Yeah, if you want to grab that, thank you.
Pretty cool.
Absolutely. So here,
Smooth.
very. And like the last one was not, and that was probably 7, maybe 8 years old.
Wow.
So finally it was time to hit the upgrade button.
Yeah.
And my product guys, God bless, because they went nuts, they went crazy.
Dude,
so
this stack is huge.
300 pounds.
300 pounds.
So it's going to be 4-to-1 with both arms, and then 2-to-1 with the single arm.
That's nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I know we have some other attachments. It doesn't come with it originally, but it does have like storage. So if you want to put like your rope, I don't know if you can see where I'm looking at, but
I like the attachment there.
Absolutely.
It seems like a very cost-effective, simple solution just to add to it to be able to not have to. Because I was talking to someone else too. I'm not a big fan of putting holes in my walls.
Okay.
So I like putting stuff on the system.
Like on the system itself, and no one wants a mess.
No.
So it just makes it easier for all of us.
Dude, I have freaking OCD. I don't like seeing crap on the ground.
See, I got PDC, pretty dang close. So,
like that.
But yeah, the adjustable arms, they're a lot smoother than like what the last ones were. If you want to.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So it does
So,
come out.
pretty seamless.
Pretty seamless, absolutely. Come down to like I think they said 35 and back up to, what is that, 80, 85 degrees?
Yeah.
And we are, my boss, huge chest guy. I don't know how, he's got like a size 30 waist, but like a size 50 chest.
Oh,
Loves it, working on his chest, doing some flies on this. What a unit.
Dude.
Absolutely.
Actually, here, real quick, I'm going to have you grab this.
Here, I got you.
I'm going to try doing a chest fly. I want to try.
Yeah, go ahead, yep.
So
you want to raise the arms up, or is it fine right there?
Right there.
Here we go.
And we'll try. So this is 4-to-1, right?
4-to-1 with both arms being used.
Both arms. So you really don't have to do. With the chest fly too, or a chest press you're not doing, I can't do more than 100 pounds total. So you don't need that much.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
You feeling it? Oh yeah.
Well,
Big pump.
Smooth too.
Very.
It's smooth. So what kind of the pulleys here were you guys using? The tensile, the cable, and kind of aluminum pulleys? Right?
No. I wish I had my product guy here to be able to answer that.
I think this is, yeah. Yeah, because this is not. These are nylon. It's not nylon. Yeah, and I mean,
I know that's what the last ones were. Now, I said we've had it for 2-3 months. Still learning, because like we got a bunch of other toys that just got released too.
So I think a lot of the things too. A lot of people always wonder too. These arms, like the other reviewers talk about, it's too heavy, man. It's too heavy, dude.
Anybody can use this.
No, this thing moves very nice up and down.
We had one guy come in and had to have been a middle school girl. She's already going nuts with this. So if she's able to move it, then anybody can.
Well, I think this will be a nice. I think what I like about this too. It really, it's pretty compact too. Think about it like in a sense of you want to just put the arms down, just leave it to store it away. But it's nice that I like the arms go out, because as someone who is a cable system snob, chest flies, chest press are easily my favorite. So what about you?
So I love this compared to like a traditional functional trainer.
Yeah.
I know it's a little more slim already. The arms might stick out a little further.
Yeah.
But to go from, let's just say, it's very selectized whenever you go from a functional trainer. You can't get all the heights, you can't get all the angles, versus like how this can. Not only can you get the height, but then you're able to get that angle with this compared to a traditional functional trainer.
Exactly.
Love it.
And well, this too, this moves with you. So for like the range of motion in the field too, so you're not in a fixed position. So I think a lot of that too is great for like the mind muscle connection too. Like it's just like way better in your joints, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it makes a difference too. When you're working out at home. I know I've been making content for 5 years. I just recently got into the articulating arms, and I see the hype. Do you see the hype?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
What is
We see the vision.
I do too, man. But I guess another feature, you got like your little parts down here for if you wanted to pull this down and do a row. Yeah, and then you obviously could, if you wanted to get the 2-to-1, you could join these together and then create. You just get a little piece. Do you guys sell that, or is this something you just like combine the carabiners together?
So everything in here you would see already, except with the exception of the attachments right here. This would come as is, so any of those extra attachments you would have to add on yourself then.
I mean, really all you need to is put the 2 carabiners together, add another one, and you're ready to go. So pretty sweet, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, Fit Fam. So I wanted to come here at the end and just wrap up part 1 here of Home Gym Con and kind of what pieces stood out to me the most, and just kind of give you my overall thoughts at the end. So just want to first start talking about what pieces in this video honestly blew me away. Well, honestly, ATX, their products are insane. So Marvin was telling me through ATX that they're going to be in the US and they're looking to have a Chicago, I think like a showroom. So I was like, dude, if that happens, your boy needs to be a part of that. I actually have the chest press in my garage. I'm going to do a review on that. I want to wait until they're for sure in the U.S. selling, which hopefully that's soon. That's what they're thinking. So we'll see. But honestly, they stand out the most out of most brands because their innovation, their German engineering, their products are just really, really well made. They're just hard to beat. They are. But for good reason. And again, excited to see them come into the U.S. market. I think they're going to absolutely explode. And I'm excited to be a part of the content journey with ATX. Obviously, Dialed Motion was the product, going to be the product of the year. It's going to be the best product of the year. The innovation of it. The guys behind Dialed Motion are just killing it. It was great to meet them in person. Just humble, nice guys. Very, very intelligent. And I mean, the product itself, like it's space saving. It's a cam design, attach it to your rack. And it can, put on your rack too to store it away. You get that cable resistance, full tension throughout the movement. I mean, it's going to be really hard to beat. Now I need to go get a bench that's compatible because I don't have anything. It's going to be hard for me to use that. That really stood out to me. A couple others too. I'm obviously ForceUSA. They're all-in-one racks, guys. They've been doing this since 2008. And obviously everyone else now is trying to do all-in-rack game, but they've been the ones that started out. I think a lot of people, and I didn't realize that at the time, but obviously working with them and doing this for a while, realize that their all-in-one racks are just really well put together. I have the G15 actually in my garage, currently going to make a video out in July, first impressions. Smooth as all crap. You can really tell the design aspect of the C20. They took feedback from everyone to make it, as compact, versatile, and well designed. I was really excited to see the C10 because that's a very popular option. A lot of people really, mainly because it's a 2-to-1, 1-to-1 type of ratio. And the sliding bench was cool to see that in person. That thing was freaking massive. But it's cool to be able to do a leg press with the cable resistance. That stood out to me. Another part that stood out to me, obviously Anchor, their ANCORE X. I'm really excited to review that. That thing was like a giant grenade, but it was cool to see it sliding up and down the rack with 80 pounds. I like that if it were to slide down, it stops automatically with the mechanism. It's cool that they're using engineered in a mechanism style, not digital resistance. Obviously, digital resistance is really popular, but I think that was just overall an engineering aspect. The blood, sweat, and tears, good company, good people. Excited to get that out. And it's hard. Quantum Trainers, I think that piece, just a guy is really passionate. That converging chest press felt really good. That's a piece that I think stood out. And Ironmaster, the Valhalla rack. That has a lot of buzz for the community, and I think that's going to create a lot of just overall just interest. It's got 200-pound stacking side. I think it's nice that there's a lot of room inside to be able to do the belt squat. I guess the drawback would be the footprint would be harder for some people in smaller spaces, but I think there's a lot of potential there. I like to bring out something like that because obviously they're known for the dumbbells and their bench, but that's cool. But I mean, overall, like I had a really good experience. It's kind of like what stood off to me the most. It was really good to see Major Fitness in person. They're the first brand that I've worked with, and they're honestly the first brand that believed in me with content. And same with RitFit. And RitFit, that 3D freaking Smith machine, dude, that thing was wild, absolutely wild. I like that the 1-to-1, 2-to-1 ratio is there too. We'll talk more about them in the next video, but you guys have to let me know in the comments what stood out to you the most. Out of those videos, I am affiliated with GetRX'd, Major Fitness, RitFit, Ironmaster, ForceUSA, and Titan. So if you went to Home Gym Con, you saw something you like, you're going to buy it, or my videos are helpful, remember the simple click in the link in the description gives me a kickback. This stuff takes hours and hours of time, but I love to do it. But obviously, using a free link from a creator is passionate. It's easy for you and helps me out. Again, all that being in the description, if that's helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments what stood out to you the most. I'm excited to bring out the next video for you guys very soon. So again, Excited to talk in the comments, and appreciate you guys checking this out.